And in 2014, they threw out a government which was more aligned towards Russia,
yes.
Most sympathetic towards Russian cause, and that is how Crimea was annexed by Russia.
Yes.
And since then, this has been in ferment. It's only 2022 that it came to a
war.
To the war. So it is not they means what? You should be very clear. Russia wanted Ukraine to stay neutral. The West wanted Ukraine to join NATO. This was the primary cause of friction. Right? How has this war affected Europe?
So the gas prices have been shot up in the Europe, and also the states such as the Black Sea has been affected due to the war, and the shipping lines, the export and import of grains, which Ukraine was a great exporter, that also get affected due to the war.
So supply of oil and gas to Europe has been interrupted.
Yes.
From Russia. So therefore, the prices have increased, the cost of living has increased. But a deindustrialization has taken place of Germany and especially.
You have written the Vipassana. So can you just elaborate? What is Vipassana?
Yes, sir. So Vipassana is a type of meditation. It's also meditation, but it's a type of meditation where there were 7 to 10 days of severe, where the organization of Vipassana tells us to focus on our breath and the body sensation that our body produces. And they tells us to be equanimous towards the body sensation, be it good or bad. They tell us to feel them as it is. So it helps in calming our nerves and also in difficult situations. So
how it is different from transcendental meditation?
so transcendental meditation is about chanting any mantras for several minutes. It's the Vipassana meditation is not about mantras but focusing on our breath and the sensation of our body.
Do you think it works?
Yes, sir.
How? Just give an example.
Okay. Sir, so I can give my example. So before I was easy to react. So after the Vipassana and after some practice, I'm not saying that I've been perfect, but after Vipassana, I was more able to watch my thoughts and deeds before reacting. So it's working.
You come from Ganjam district.
Yes, sir.
What is the major social problem in Ganjam?
Right. So Ganjam district has the highest number of out migration in the state, and it has recently seen the illegal liquor business and the death of certain persons in the state. Also, sir, as Ganjam district is close to the coastal area, so it is also frequently affected by the cyclones.
It's also the Chief Minister's, the
Yes,
previous
sir.
Chief Minister's district, no?
Yes, sir.
So why there is so much of migration, outward migration?
So I think the education and the job creation was the problem, and the people who are not equally educated for the jobs that are available, that's why out migration happens.
Suppose you are given the opportunity of doing the video of Sergar. There is a place called Sergar.
Yes, sir. I have heard of it.
You have heard? You are from Ganjam, na? You are from which place?
I am from Bhandanagar.
Ganjam is very close. Now, suppose you are given the opportunity of doing the video of Jagannath.
Okay.
Yes. And you want to create job opportunity there. What 3 things you will do there?
Okay, sir. So first of all, I will help organize. First of all, I will get the data of my area, which the unemployed people have. Then accordingly, I'll see what kind of schemes the government has arranged for them people, and I will arrange those sections of society or those sections of people who are very needy to the for getting employed or getting any job to the I will connect them to the government schemes.
Like which scheme? This is the most important employment creating scheme of government.
So for unskilled, it's NRGS. For skilled, the government has recently started not recently but previously started the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, and through that it gives So, sir, if I am not wrong, 6 months of job to the trainees, so I will do it.
Do you think NRGS is useful for creating job?
Sir, yes, sir. It does useful for the people who doesn't get job in the off season time. For example, the agricultural season. After the agricultural season, people were unemployed, and the MGNR is
Apart from creating direct job, what indirect benefit it creates in the rural economy? It creates job, gives a particular wage to the wage earner. Apart from that, what indirect benefit it gives to the society?
so the people while get employed, they refrain away from other antisocial activities. Also, the money which
I'm meaning that suppose few people get opportunity to work in NRGS, but in other unorganized sector, the wage rate also enhances. Hmm. So other people are also benefiting. Sorry,
As a student of political science, you please name the political philosophers chronologically whose political philosophies have been taught to you during graduation and post-graduation.
I have done only graduation.
Only graduation.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, we have been taught, so the Western or Indian.
Western.
So the Western we have been taught about Socrates, the Plato, Aristotle, Hobbes, Rousseau, Locke, John Mills, and the Bentham, Hannah Arendt, and
Karl Marx.
yes, Karl Marx.
Karl Marx, Mill,
Yes, Mill. I have
yes, Mill, Karl Marx. Then, okay, let us come to Plato. Tell me what is Platonic justice.
Sir, Platonic
What
justice.
you think? Before replying, you think this. 99.9% people give a wrong reply of interpretation of Platonic justice. They have not understood. That's why I am again telling you. Take a pause and tell me what is Platonic justice. If you know clearly, tell in English. If you do not know, I will explain you in Odia also.
Sir, I think I'm allowed to guess.
No, you guess, no problem. You take 1 minute and guess, and then reply. No problem.
Sir, Platonic justice is giving specialized work to those. Yes, sir, I know, but right now I. Sir,
ମୁଁ ତ କଣ କହିଛି କଣ କହିଛି ଯଦି ଭଲ କି ବୁଝିଛ ଉତ୍ତର ଦିଅ ଯଦି ନ ବୁଝିଛ ମୋଟେ କହିବନି ତ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି
sir,
ତମେ ଜାଣିଛ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବୁଝେଇ ଦିଅ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବୁଝେଇ ଦିଅ
sir, Platonic justice ମାନେ functional specialization ମାନେ ପ୍ଲାଟୋ category କରିଥିଲେ ଯେ man of gold, man of copper and man of silver. So ସେ କହିଥିଲେ ଯେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଯୋଉ କାମ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ suitable ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ସେଇ କାମରେ ନିୟୋଜନ କରାଯାଏ ମାନେ ମୁଁ ସାର୍
କ୍ଲାସରେ ବି ତମ ସାର୍ କଣ ପଢେଇଥିଲେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ଲାଟୋନିକ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ ପଢେଇଲେ ପ୍ଲାଟୋନିକ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ ମାନେ କଣ କହିଥିଲେ ମତେ କୁହ ଆମର ଜଣେ ଥିଲେ ବାଣୀଘରେ ସୁଭାଷ ହଜାରୀ ସେ ପ୍ଲାଟୋନିକ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ ଉପରେ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ନେଇଥିଲେ ବୁଝେଇବା ପାଇଁ ହ୍ୱାଟ ଇଜ ପ୍ଲାଟୋନିକ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ପାଠଟା ମନେ ଅଛି
then I'll have to read upon it.
ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ସର୍ଟକଟରେ କହିଦେଉଛି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହୁଛି କହିଲେ ଆମ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଯିଏ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରଫେସନରେ ରହିଛନ୍ତି ଯିଏ ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଇଭେନ୍ ଜଣେ ଘଣ୍ଟା ତିଆରି କରୁଛି ଜଣେ ଗାଡ଼ି ମେକାନିକ ଜଣେ ଡାକ୍ତର ଜଣେ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର କି ଜଣେ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟିଭ ଅଫିସର କି ଜଣେ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ଆଇଆଇଟି ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ହଉ କି ଯୋଉ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ହଉ ମେକାନିକାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ହଉ କି ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକାଲ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ହଉ କି ସିଭିଲ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ହଉ ଯିଏ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରଫେସନରେ ଥାଆନ୍ତି ବା ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ପ୍ରଫେସନରେ ସେ ଯଦି ଏକ୍ସେଲ କରିବେ excellence in their own profession is justice ବୁଝିପାରିଲ सोसाइटी ଆମେ ଯିଏ ଯୋଉ ଲେଭେଲରେ ରହିଛେ ଯିଏ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରଫେସନରେ କାଟେଗୋରିକାଲ ରହିଛେ ସେଇ ପ୍ରଫେସନରେ ଏକ୍ସେଲ କରିବାଟା ହେଲା ପ୍ଲାଟୋନିକ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ ଓକେ What is platonic love?
Platonic?
Love.
Platonic love?
It is different.
You haven't heard about it?
No, sir. Platonic
Good
love?
boy is a good boy.
Okay, you have not heard it, then I am not going to ask. Okay, let us concentrate on political thought. Political thought. Okay. Let tell. Man is born free, but everywhere is in chains. Who has told it? And what is the implication?
Sir, it has been told by John Locke.
No,
Hobbes.
no. So,
So then,
social contract. There are three philosophers who have advocated social contract theory: Hobbes, Locke,
Mill.
and Rousseau. Mill what is that? Mill is liberty.
liberalism.
Lee Bentham is liberty. Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau is social contract theory. Hobbes ର ସବୁଠୁ important ବହିଟା କ'ଣ?
So about the statecraft, I'm missing the names.
Leviathan.
The Leviathan, yes sir.
ହେଲା ସିଏ ଗୋଟେ ମଣିଷର ପ୍ରକୃତି କ'ଣ ତାପରେ ଗୋଟେ ବଢିଆ କଥା କହିଛନ୍ତି ହବ୍ସ ମନେ ଅଛି
Human
man in the state of nature
is born
was
nasty, poor, brutish.
nasty, brutish, poor, selfish and short. ମନେ ପଡ଼ିଗଲା? Have you read Macpherson?
C.V. Macpherson is
Macpherson, who has given a latest interpretation on the philosophy of Hobbes, Locke and Rousseau.
no sir.
Yeah,
I
I
have how about the C.V. Macpherson on
Have you read Hegel?
yes sir.
Hegel.
Yes.
What is dialectics?
Dialectics. Dialectics is the
ବୁଝିଛ କହିବ
Sir,
ଇଂଲିଶରେ
hard word.
ନ ବୁଝିଛ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଯେତିକି ବୁଝିଛ ସେତିକି ବୁଝେଇଦବ
sir, I will lead upon it, but
Thesis, antithesis, na shun. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis.
thesis. What is thesis?
That the prevailing whatever the prevailing theory is the thesis, which antithesis is the which opposes the prevailing theory, and synthesis is when the opposition creates a new kind of
Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Who has told this? In political sense, it has been taught. One philosopher from all these philosophers.
so sir, I will look upon it.
Who has told knowledge is power?
Like
Huh?
Plato,
No.
Socrates,
No. Bacon.
sorry,
Bacon. How do philosophers ask କହିଲେ? No, knowledge is not power. It is wrong. Applied knowledge is power. Who has told this?
I don't know.
No. Marxism. You must have been taught Marxism.
Yes.
What is dialectic materialism?
Sir, dialectic materialism.
ଶୁଣ ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ତମେ ଯଦି କମ୍ଫର୍ଟେବୁଲ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କହିପାରିବ ବଢିଆ କାହିଁକି ନା ଇଂଲିଶରେ କହିଲେ ଇମ୍ପାକ୍ଟଫୁଲ
But his English is quite good.
ଇନଫ୍ଲୁଏନ୍ସିଆଲ ହବ ଯଦି ଇଂଲିଶରେ କହିପାରୁଛ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷକୁ ତମେ ଫିଲ୍ କରୁଛ କି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବୁଝେଇଦେଲେ ବରଂ ମୁଁ ଭଲ ବୁଝେଇ ପାରୁଛି ବେଟର ଟୁ ସ୍ପିକ୍ ଇନ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କହିଲେ ସବୁଠୁ ଭଲ କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ଇଂଲିଶ ଅପେକ୍ଷା ତମେ ଫିଲ୍ କରୁଛ ଯେ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ବେଟର ଟୁ ସ୍ପିକ୍ ଇନ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ବିକଜ ଆଇ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଗିଭ୍ ଏ କନସେପ୍ଚୁଆଲ କ୍ଲାରିଟି ଦେନ୍ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ବେଟର ଟୁ ସ୍ପିକ୍ ଇନ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ହେଲା କଲା କାଲମାର୍କ୍ସର କହିଲ କ'ଣ ପଚାରିଲି
Sir,
dialectic materialism. What is dialectic materialism?
Sir, Karl Marx, according to Karl Marx, dialectic materialism is when he tried to explain that not the thinking of man comes first, but the but its acting or producing comes first. He says that a quote he says that consciousness of human minds comes later than first human tries to arrange its food for existence, then its consciousness comes. So it's like the dilemma between thoughts, whether thoughts comes first or the labor comes first. So in dialectical materialism, he said that from long time, first human tried, first the labor comes first in the thoughts, after the human labor. So I think I have not being able to explain.
Okay. What are the basic differences between fundamental rights and legal rights?
So fundamental rights and legal rights.
Mm.
Yes, sir. The fundamental rights, basic difference is the fundamental rights can be directly available if the fundamental rights gets, if any citizens do not get its fundamental right, then they can directly approach to the Supreme Court and High Court. But in case of legal rights, they will go through the legal process. In the also the fundamental rights contains several cultural and educational rights also, whereas the legal rights may or may not contain it.
Which is the document where fundamental rights have been clearly enumerated, and what are the documents where legal rights have been clearly stipulated?
Documents,
Documents means
the
where our fundamental rights have been written in Constitution.
the Indian Constitution.
You tell this. Fundamental rights have been enshrined, have been stipulated, have been guaranteed, have been written in Constitution. If any person will violate the fundamental rights, he can go to the court of law, and it is the final authority. Court is the final authority which will decide whether the fundamental rights of a particular person has been violated or not. Supposing there is a legal right, where the legal rights have been enshrined.
The right now the BNS and previously the IPC, CRPC.
And legal rights ମୁଁ ତ ପଚାରୁନି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ଏଭିଡେନ୍ସ ଆକ୍ଟ ଥିଲା ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ଆଇପିସି ସିଆରପିସି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ଏଭିଡେନ୍ସ ଆକ୍ଟ କୁ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ କଣ ହେଲା ମୁଁ ସେଟା ପଚାରୁନି ମୁଁ ପଚାରୁଛି ଲିଗାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ
Legal rights also, sir, in the Constitution.
ଆଉ ଆରେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ଲିଗାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ଅଛି ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ଆକ୍ଟସ ଅଛି ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ରୁଲ୍ସ ଅଛି ସେ ଆକ୍ଟସ ରେ ଅଛି ଲିଗାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ଗୁଡା
Yes, sir.
ଆମର ଧର ସକ୍ସେସନ ଆକ୍ଟ
Hmm.
ଧର ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ଆକ୍ଟ
Yes.
ସେଟାରେ କିଏ କଣ ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ପାଇବ କିଏ କୋଉଠି ତାର ସକ୍ସେସନ ଗୁଡା କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଆକ୍ଟ ଅଛି ନା ତେଣୁ ଆକ୍ଟ କୁ ରେଫର କରାଯାଏ କୋର୍ଟର ରୁଲିଂସ କୁ ରେଫର କରାଯାଏ ଲିଗାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ରେ ଫଣ୍ଡାମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ରେ କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ କୁ ରେଫର କରାଯାଏ ତ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ବୋଲି ପଚାରିଲେ ଲିଗାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ଫଣ୍ଡାମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ଓକେ ଆଗରୁ ଆମର କେତେଟା ଆର୍ଟିକଲ କେତେଟା ଶିଡ୍ୟୁଲ କେତେଟା ଚାପ୍ଟର ଥିଲା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କେତେଟା ଅଛି
I
355
I
article
should
ଥିଲା।
have known that. I will.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ସାଧାରଣ କଥା
I'm confused. Just relax, relax. You know much better than us, huh?
No, sir.
Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah? Be relaxed. Huh?
କିଛି ଏଥିରେ ଶୁଣ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ମ।
So,
ଆମେ ତମକୁ ଟ୍ରେନ୍ କରୁଛୁ
No, no, ଠିକ।
ତମେ କେମିତି ଫେସ୍ କରିବ
ଠିକ,
ଏଥିରେ
ଠିକ।
କଣ ଅଛି
so you have come here to gain confidence, not to be fear
Frustrated.
again. Huh? The board doesn't gauge your knowledge. Huh? Board wants to know how clearly your thoughts are being expressed. ତମେ ବହୁତ କିଛି ଜାଣିଛ ଭଲ ଜାଣିଛ ତମର ପୋସ୍ଚର ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଅଛି ତମର ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସନ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରିମଲି ଗୁଡ୍ ଅଛି ହେଲା ତେଣୁ ତମେ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ତମେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଅଛି ଯେତିକି ଜାଣିଛ ତା ଉପରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆଡ୍ କର ଆଉ 20 ଦିନ କେବେ ତମର ଅଛି 12th ଅଛି ବା ଅଳ୍ପ ଦିନ ଅଛି ପେପର ଭଲ କି ପଢ ହେଲା you expect 1-2 questions on current affairs रे कलकत्ता इंसिडेंट निश्चित भाव रे पचारिबे रिजर्वेशन ऊपर पचारिबे रिजर्वेशन ऊपर तुम्हार कोर सब्जेक्ट ऊपर गोटे दिना क्वेश्चन आसबा इवन इफ यू डू नॉट नो जस्ट टेल सर वी नो आईडिया ये तुम्हार एजुकेशन ऊपर पचारि परबे तुम्हार जो हॉबी ऊपर पचारिबे तुम्हार बैकग्राउंड ऊपर पचारिबे हैला तो यू एक्सपेक्ट मेनी क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम डिफरेंट तेणु तुम जदिवा टिके तुमर अच्छी तुमर पॉलिटिकल साइंस रे किछि टिके शॉर्टेज भावनी म तुमर किछि सरकार विशेष अछि बोली तो जदि अछि त सेट में एते भी एक्सपेक्ट ये करना हमरे ये हमार नहीं हम पूरा कूलली जाओ तुमर बहुत भलो अछि तुमर माने बेटर अपर हाफ संगे तुमर ये अछि हला तो तुम आराम से जाओ पेपर पढ़ो भलो करी करंट अफेयर्स कोन अछि